no mu konka babia na bia tumi akama no wie no so no kra no ma debi kaka Champions League omo pese omo gilbe 2 or 3 times no one kasa Champions League je dem wonyare ba kumienu miensa won career mu a ankone Dembele enye bad emfamanasa na so for ba obey adwuma ama bia ye kama na odi to dwam we so ramo PSG work team leaders no abra coach ni ba in August 2023 and a coach ni friend catch and say we panyin wanyini wonye example na ntani nsu na mpa wasese na brabo ene oyi example na ntani nsu no na opeso obradwuma na bia so kama enu ensem oranda tuga ene me patro UEFA Champions League drone toga no ma me mfama ese deco na Boyan Kekage enya jeso mu pewram Monaco omu ntimi nko draw no ade abasam panyin for say the sporting director friend deco woni Boyan omu ebetna ho na omu finalize na omo follow Barcelona transfer market na operations outdoor omo tuma ye bia so ya kama enu edeba na ewura ma damete asa Barcelona deal no omo nya wie deal by Orio Romeo omo anya terminate the contract team ton time omo nya twam ese said onya Barca omo player biem the entire Barcelona terminate the contract na officially Orio Romeo the contract papa na June 2026 na diamete as Gerard Martin na the registration omo pesa omo ye na be commentary ho pe hia as omo be terminate the contract na omo be use sa slot the register no said me tabri ni setabri mu atema am as boy na ye fe no inaki pena ekopemo Elche so far omo register goalkeeper Chelsea entina Gerard Martin as omo ebe register no na bia so ye kama na Barcelona official omo inform UEFA ese omo choose company ese omo pe hosti omo Champions League group stage matches no on papa no Spotify company enu achi no ba alternative omo de Montreal and ato na report answer Barca bomb fair Champions League game Montreal just said the entire group games omo papa no Montreal stadium enu reporter me tell me jam adamamon me patron Femi Lopez ewo Barca training ene na yenye adwuma mamo on so boy no ene D-day ene the decision day at the man from Chelsea na eno Ramo Barcelona omu training awodo omu jaya no boy na ye Femi Lopez na no ma ekoye kama at the man koda no na Barca winning team ewo omu training na anu odene o twa eye Gavimo no atwa other squad omu kika Rashi Tracy Rashford now we know the winning team Muchama Biaso Kama now after training young Femi Lopez and then a girlfriend so free Barcelona Sports City Masa de Okromoha na Masa Upo Ayetibua na after training girlfriend and our patron Mukwa and your Femi Lopez no one girlfriend and every pass at training grounds as wako and the girlfriend piano child Biadna yo sika ba won twema gra Masa Chelsea 4 pel esa obefactor gane kakra sweet pie fiancé na unya lent na betna lent to say oh lent na ho ye chilling entigitum ni anko oh crap me no call every month biano me basha wate omo me magidewa 15 million euros me pakrom di baka me ho Barca guess no more space kura na beka na debi be ye masa Barca ju buku ni ntam nso to na unika afi na fa trotro si junction we na fa dukugu ti maso be jawa akro do de ka ne ba masa be twa jajo bi na Femi Lopez ne get no eswaye ne na ye checha mom eso edama ma biaso fa na me patro Chelsea as a boy no me patro 58 million euros Chelsea increasing on as omo dia ko 65 million euros omo betumatua na me patro mrs canon peso mutua in one installment e boom pa no mo tua dia to enye afa no betua ne kakrakra ente pa 65 million euros including bonuses bonus outdoor enyina ka hon ente se Barca for pa omo nyinto akwada ne papa Barca onyintum no mra eno edeba na Pedri so far La Liga 2 games and etima to dam na akodane in Bobo so far La Liga after 2 games the most accurate passes are over the first 2 rounds of La Liga Pedri 215 accurate passes and what man baby your person pass ni kobiano makumaku 215 to be akro and watch Tinhausen Madrid defender no a second and you 195 accurate passes and a Madrid center back and so atmenya not me part of the European Union and I said the European Football Union already almost on the 11th September on Real Madrid on Manu December on case against the Spanish football and La Liga Sevilla and Barcelona game no Ebon Miami second leg no Delanco Sevilla home the Hard Rock Stadium eso Miami na urema me patro the European Football Union eso mo petie me patro the free Real Madrid football eso mo ntiase da game ntodwa na se opinions nyina no mpanyfo said dom table so petine pay come na amia ye fani Pinamonte onu ye agent Adema Ellen Holland onu sai ejema 16-year-old boy we akoda we from Mexico ye Gilberto Mora akoda eso ni ball papa hey akoda we Gilberto Mora Madrid for awram show interest 16-year-old boy we omo Persano na uram ewo Mexico omo national team head coach opanyina Javier Agel what they to asakro raw talent na sa raw talent no they akoda we ni ya say what jumpo utwa 10 what don't know was no was a free pass as a ball na offer pass no na Madrid for say akodane ni ball omo person omo de pa na bia so kama ene Madrid ye training na Madrid no mame enfama asa omo di kai gym omo activation elasticity and a muscle strengthening omo ye and on pitch so omo be pressing offensive series and oppositions and watch Jude Bellingham Kamavinga and Dick and Mendy omugusomya rehabilitation ama biaso kama na ne Dennis Ceballos omisi training na Madrid ye no and no point you too much no is so special ultra unconform copy and then omo kafa Dennis Ceballos wa asabay no store or person watena of a Benfica Betis my into omeguso watena ama biaso kama na me patro ma Everton supporters omo Manford fans omo go crazy brand omo Manchester United and Grimsby Grimsby town actually United show no na detene na anu odin
Right on shot. What?
no the tower ya tema mo tuma dem so na me pacho Manchester United omasasa omo azupesa omo yezukusa na Manchester United so omo squad na enura omo de couple against Grimsby Town no na twa sa Grimsby ya se omo squad ni total cost just 31 million pounds oka the entire squad omo ball 3.1 million pounds. Me patriotie 3.1 million pounds against Manchester United. 759.1 million pounds. So 3.1 enu for. They are just 759 for now. Etimia Shawamo. Now Ruben Amorim. So far in the history of Manchester United, yes, why Manchester United manager about Premier League era. So far, the win percentage as our form pa. Nam patriotie so Ruben Amorim at 5.6%, and Ralph Rangnick at 37.9%, Lewis Van Gaal 52.4%, David Moyes 52.9%, and Ruben Amorim and Demeter said United and we said the Onana you know, Ama United neya, Oma Tukase, Aquapim or Royal Antwerp, as a goalkeeper, your friend Arsene Lemons, no, Omo Epenon, says so many of Brahma normally progress, a person the goalkeeper ba se onana betena se obeko United for some mfa ho dondona for tegare ama ko safu fise na into some the goalkeeper for aso adene ba eno edemete na mamemfa man se real parties and Anthony anopa medin sempi tuga abra opay Ramon alakon parties president ebe pemo London ana Manchester osako pemo Sevilla na anopay stop pin ba the meeting says a crucial stages Anthony ebeko omu pusha dinan chabedan na Newcastle United na MON-FRI Lautaro Martinez agent said komu pusa about Lautaro Martinez said obeba no one says kono koko ya na so agent na mfa na ye no say na ade sanity Newcastle for Lautaro Martinez was a boy no captain Edma Inter Champions League or domo konfana omo runner up nsikaye or domo se onya so beko ba bia entimo obia eha no enu Alejandro Camano onu boy never Lautaro Martinez agent eso eno no na Newcastle in the last few hours omo contacted Chelsea set Nico Jackson omo penom Nico Jackson many promoter ba munchen person room Chelsea fire sanko bed delay boy na your friend Nico Jackson o me ko pamuchen pass Alexander Isaac e ram Liverpool and Newcastle Bears and come pe Nicholas Jackson e pass e bono mo pe no e Betten war ntokwa room na so many sika from Nicholas Jackson na so the mental boy no o betimi akọ and Sakron Alexander Isaac ni deal no aye dan e wo Liverpool e no e demete na ensampi na eba mame Thomas Alexander Isaac was or 22nd offer from Liverpool say ama nasa amfa obeko akopemo Stockholm na wakoba John Dal Thomasen na oma prepare for the World Cup qualifiers omo against Slovenia and Kosovo na be best for my fine and by Liverpool set personal agreement omo wie with Alexander Isaac and Magay says so more trend the green light from Newcastle and Crystal Palace said a bit normal prefer na Kumasini boy Ghana Nyakoda or Bodma Monaco your friend Mohamed Salisu them say Crystal Palace or more approaching Monaco as some penny loan deal na nkwababo say Magay ekonomu nyanebeboa Manuela Kenji Crystal Palace as well show interest ni nyano mo twante pepe na omafa na biaso ayekama no edeba na uramo panyebe Kate Andrews ono urama Brentford coach no was some game against Sunderland on purpose visa and game ni be you busa sa day coach to busi.
The exact same answer. Nothing's changed in terms of my stance. In terms of moving behind the scenes, don't see any movement on that. So it's very much the same as it was really.
Will he be involved for the Sunderland game?
No, again similar to the other day really. Focus on the group that is settled, I suppose, and not got issues ongoing, which clearly Johan has. So the squad will be pretty much the same as it was the other night.
You said you were in constant dialogue with the player. Is that still the case? And it just
eno ensama o run edutuka na me patro heavy Elliot Demente ese o likely so o better Liverpool than say o be Liverpool timako na Christopher Nkunku deal no dan o chira Friday Obeko akuremo Milan na Christopher Nkunku akwani medical na wasai akosi 2030 ejama AC Milan bobo kona bibia so atima ye kama na chance wa 10% sell on clause o Christopher Nkunku mo sa omoton enya dema AC Milan na bia kama Chelsea asuni Alejandro Garnacho omni Manchester United terms no aka krabi no mawie na RB Leipzig boyfriend Xavi Simons na Xavi Simons Leipzig man permission say o me pem London me finalize the deal na be planya come to boy no I be pem Tottenham and new pray at the first offer a room some pen Xavi Simons na boy no episode room Chelsea say Nkunku ni Jackson and a peko excel disaster o mo peja no kwa mo so akọ na winger Tariq George ono so o mam na akọ Raheem Sterling eso epeko na be aso aye kama enu edeba ye chechama breaking it down eso ɛso ɛdama mo ntoma no so na mame emfama mo ɛsɛ Chelsea na UEFA ɛbɛ special presentation ɛdama Chelsea for UEFA domestic trophies ɔma wini ɛsɛ ukɔ UEFA ɔmo competition bia Chelsea ɛna ɛtuma wini bi club bia no ɛsa record ntina before the draw UEFA ɛbɛyɛ presentation Alexander Seferin ɔbɛyɛ ɛdama Chelsea na bia so ayɛ kama ɛno ɛdɛ da o mami Ayas me patcho ɔmo Chelsea na ɔmo ayɛ for the new Champions League season na ne nsa no the Champions League bad ɛso dia ball ɛno ɛna da so a yɛgye jama breaking it down ɛso ɛdama na urama Brighton ɔmo boss ɛde atuga owura Fabian Hessler was say 100% Carlos Baliba Oba Manchester United in it, Oma United now, where do more than 100 or Becasa Carlos Baliba, and now Dessa or Pedro Tima, your friend of Manchester United, and no Ed Dawa, ye Jama breaking it down, as so Adamam Elwood Cientino.
September the 2nd, Carlos Baliba will still be a Brighton player.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there's a number more than 100, I even would say more than 100, so
fantastic.
I'm
good
confident.
Eno ayen sama odi atuga ye wie kwan mama Argentina almost squad for games said down manim no na ohwa Argentina squad na almost go against Venezuela na ohwa Messi team wom South Franco Mastantuano almost a team wom and ohwa other notable names bia almost Nico Paz very omunyina omatonsa from na Messi akasa as a game against Venezuela a game pia also omo ho if it's a last game important or omutimi win na bia e done na Nigeria ne family ne wife ne ma ne parents and ne brothers ebeba enti e was experience omanya no omutimi issue na bia so etim eye kama enu ye de na Fabian Hessler I confirm Ediamaye as a point of Tariq Lamptey ampa transfer of Fabiaba na obetimi efro ba manta numre Tariq Lamptey ebefri na wakopiem ebia Fiorentina na makwese bia be kama edi ama omo a eno ede dawa ye jama breaking it down edama na kama vinga finally wakon IG page I say I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. No eye kama vinga se nyame adom waba back on the picture what shall say or jogger or buboba after international break or baba back bia kama nyina so na somehow do aye bobo anu na wie they are breaking it down touching it down knocking it down jam jumpo no yemfa nc ewa ha bia eso ebe kama ABOU DIABY any team no ede dia kanyina eto so ede amamo
alright so I can say for Luta is away jana na so abo he said I can the latest update na ken is a dasono to ma 3,524 votes and still counting here ready be move to be the Benjamin Obey such 19% Eswati 19% as again Solomon Ofusuwai 81% the Krobia Kumasi Asante National Supporters election chairmanship no ene eguso e de update no eruametimi area mawo ti de be kombia no ye bomodin na area to jara ne ma adaye pere amawo na amuzu p heba mixture en charge UEFA Champions League draw no e baraba be chance na mom no ye kanfo edro we de amawo me darling boys no any baby girls no ma baby cheche enye de enya akono enye hwamaso dua be fie emfanto ko bi ama aware na so kiski ne kanchema omunyina omeni beje baby chiche ayede ayakono ayehwam amuzu p eno yo be wa nso bi gu enka bi de chi amanka bi aba beje nfi o ya na wore yo hene wadua ama na yekru enam so ma no ni be mehiem a ontentede ya na break kakra amuzu p herba mixture onya bi na aboba ewe na abo na yihore fio ebema niam koyie pa area ma na wawaya so oye bema ojonso na emu apai sawanso abi agu ade no edo ze ne o prostate no niam anhyada end the year amuzu p herba mixture eboa na niam ade da ye pa etimiera ma kama na nkomo no de ma na ye deni ebema o twede no mu be den my goodness twede no mu be den girls ne bo zampa akwani jana na so buta maka se twede ampose ye mema no ye nidu so ne nidi for my asekom enkan hyehye no ntie sete a ugina na mu bu adwuma no amuzu p herba mixture eboa na mo bema mu a wone uyo bi a wo drive usisi ni wechi ka se twetwe amuzu p me maame a wodi dwa atranse ache no osisiri we chika se amuzu pi ebeboa na be gyan na so na dem akoye perama ne bo na efo bosomi bia na ye nto aro mako nan Herba pharmacy shop ya obo modern wajibia mo pedodo no amuzu eba clinic tafo nhia so amuzu junction no obo modern wako akwa jibi number no 0247 776743 0247 776743 na 0241 988884 0241 988884 na doc beboa na ya wa wodo na waso aro area ma Millennium Construction semenka emfancho ze omo wo system mu 15 to 20 solid years omejuma no moboro ya de ano edin na de ma ne down so ni o wa akonya zo be ro mo maso ye ne ahwede aboa na hihye na koye peri amaze ne o wa ma no ne o Ghana ha na o pese o to asase o pese o to fie arampo no o pese esibi de ma fiere dada pese renovate de ma wa Millennium Construction omo adanse wu ne ma bia eba ne estate awodo na omo na ewe si ene hostels awodo na tine real estate development ya nkofo edi omo awram no omo ni Millennium ne dinsa wo so a ye regional mu yere ma wo ye young guy na wasi so a uze kada enfie mienu unye sika na de akwa kotwa dan ka ya na ha adwen kakra Millennium Construction be na ya boa na ntutu no adeda ye kama pa etimi era ma mun komo na de nti opo mo a wo ni chemo kuma se bo hyen na ya junction no be nyomo phone number 0244 274084 0244 nipa wani monyam baako eye wosen di wosen ne huni manenya kroje na pampan bia aba wenu bozo kasa nkofon a no mo ko mechisa na de tie ne se Gengeme Dental Clinic Limited Ghana bibia omu ye adwuma zene wosen no onhyara huni ama ya akwa omo modern examination no and consultation no omo ebo modern ne root canal treatment no dodomu ono uzampa tokro bia ba beto ma esekusi bon no 102 na mo dabi na ekọ akwa kofa ha bia ria bro ni nyina Gengeme Dental Clinic omo enwe adwuma scale ne polish no omo extraction be na ya ye timiere ama o se no wedidi so ama ni change color omobo mode teeth white no na se no ba kusia ensa so ya na ma na nya akono okọ maso ya ombre na braces no yere boso a ama na baba be sanso kama pa o se na tu na bezo replace no ye bre na ye dia mo temporary one afi no ye wo permanent one a e wo afi bo na person su sini gold and silver e Gengeme Dental Clinic Limited Ghana omo bo adwuma obibia Accra no branches ni no Nungwa main lorry station obenyo omo na afi Atomic Down kwabenya roundabout tu nyomo Kumase Abreport Junction omo odo wani achemo Bantama Street no Total Energy filling station e chope omo ebo adwuma techima so no awo magazine odo wani achemo Kenten kwan no so no obenyo omo call for idia omo Ebem police station no na Flow OCGCB bank no unyo omo Tamale eye Tushigu Offseat post office no omo Ben MTN no mepacho for number no 0598 731 82 0598 731 1823 0598 731823 na 0559 139582 0559 139582 Ramuni amwa na ye boss no by na nema enkoye performance sera meken no on your WhatsApp line no 020 754 3637 020 754 3637 Roma ye brand ya bomodin na messages awrona odi erem no ya kenke dia ma sisiano ma menko na from the WhatsApp line and ase punu Facebook no me nin komo no kakra na me hwe messages aba be Ramadan ya Paul Senior massive. The show is loud and clear inside shell phones and accessories akontomra ozi all the best to my darling club Chelsea and Madrid in the UCL draw Nana Aipe second ozi Abu good afternoon to you and the entire crew. The show is loud and clear at Soldier Gold Buying Agency. Greetings to One Soldier, CEO of Soldier Groups and Sister Joyce, Kofi Pepsi, Mimi, and Chama Agali. Inside Agali hideout. More update on Basa, Fakye Sport, Papa. And I'm on the name Bra Bible. Nedio also etimi area buy. Please, good afternoon, Fakye Sport. All you guys are doing well by God's grace. Man United power. You can't even beat a 4th division team. then how can you compete with the big boys? I mean, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham Hotspur. I'm sad for Ruben Amorim. What he's going through now. Real Madrid will win this year Champions League. And Bra Bible from Shama. Please, I need Varas number. Or the Mensa Dominic Fakye Sport Papa. Greetings to all fans of the world champions football inside Sampa. The audio run Aprigu Chaka Pama. Chairman, good afternoon. Abu, I'm watching live from Asabo Zongo. Congratulations to the police ladies for that great performance. The audio run Obra Kwame Alova. Was it today UEFA will honor the world champions for winning every UEFA trophy. Chelsea. Watch you live from Dompim. Pepasi already Fieba. Ebabe Ramu GH Monaco. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Monaco from Abuno Wenchi. Manchester United should sack Onana. Yorebe Nono and Alfie Bempe. Layers Richard. United preparing for the championship. Here we go. Frank Naka. Good afternoon, Abu Dhabi. I'm watching live from Takwa and Swayim. More update on Liverpool. Bernard Afriye. More update about FC Barcelona Abu and Francisco Esiban. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. I'm watching live from Manso Datano. Please update me on Barcelona. Omar Gaddafi. Watch you live from Sericam. Update me on Xavi Simons to Chelsea. And we are the other back. Ebabe Ramo, Filippo, Kwabri Kesemabu. So what's wrong with my darling Claman United? Please update me. Greetings to my daughter, Frimpong Mansu Charles Felix, and my mother, Auntie Mary of Geneso. Hashtag Fakye Sport, Iramo. Amin Mohammed, Nidia Diaby. I'm watching live from Mali. And we are the other banner face, Sami Ba. A shout to Liverpool. Here we go. Foreign guy, Jose Fakye Ibrahim from Sunyane. Update on Barcelona. And a wise man in Kitsia. Ebabe Ramo. Afri Fachas. Abu, good afternoon to you all. Please update me on Ishak and Gay. Move to Liverpool. Greetings to Ricardo. Varas Ejo. So, the other Baby Rama, Nina Mono, Ebuana to Tianako Yepa, Ediama or Dama Noah. Watch you live from Pasa Oti region. Nemo Smith, Nidiana the fire emojis been about Baby Rama, Omar Sogasti. Good evening. I'm Omar Sogasti. Watch you live from Managerial. More update on my darling club Barcelona. Your dear Ramon, senior Booker. Nidiana, watch you live from Mansuanyem. We are waiting. Chelsea versus Barcelona. Osuboga. Hi Abu, my name is Bogata from Yinaini. Keep up the good work. The other Baby Ramon to Mariana Menam quick. Meko Edebape Nadia Kidiano, Yabomodena Yedi Rona Boman to Tiano, Akuye Pedamadiaba, Yaba ya Pebe ya phone ya Kase elections no Hane headquarters no dear Kosuya, Yebama will enjoy na Boab Nanema de Ramayaba, Yaba ya Pe Yerama UC on also Shasia, now Yamo enjoy Kakra, Yene, Yaba Yakidia Etwas Ramamo. be made by Juma Dia Kessian, so still Yara Sutimena, Yabo Juma, 10 more minutes na Yere, near Recibe Ramona Cuniona, Yama, why enjoy feeding Kakra Nadia, Basa Viola Nana, Adusi Poku, AJ, watch you live from NKZ, Fakye Sport, Daily Sports and More Fire, Edmond EG, I was there, ABOU, God bless you and your crew, Edmond Jabbar from Kim Osino. Mohamed Idrisu watch you live from Afogoso, Hala Madrid, and Obomo Diedi Ramo. Watch you live from Yanfo update from Chelsea upon Philemon, Radford Adi. So Javi Simon and Femi Lopez, who is better? Moses Njogma. And they watch you live from Onkraza Bono East. More update on the Gunners. Benjamin Bosheba. Also keep it up. And Apirigu Chakapama man. Chama no Obu Juma Bruta. Boa maniama edda ye kama pay timi element also abomo de DB eramaniama edda de element ma de emra amfa ha on your WhatsApp line 0207543637 0207543637 animal edda ye pay timi edi amount. So still on the national supporters elections for the chairmanship on say can nipa na reso meto abane 9604 as now 3,563. Now, Senate here 692, representing 19%. Benjamin Obenseche. And Afi Yawo 2,871, representing 81%. Solomon Ofosuwa. Tiaka Krebi. Now also na query a pim. But Yuguswa, ye monitor her Serenema. Is here Tieni de Rama. Bibi Aboko there. Mensomo pa. Menhoye pa. Bamin chairman ye feni Jerry.
Okay.
Jerry Atumenkra.
Okay.
The Jerry so last time I met Quakra na menene board. Menene Tintamo, Lenda door Nazera. Aropana menene chairman na me kope breakfast bi order. If you are papa. Na me kukushia Jerry o. Ti do na Jerry ni me din common but he's a nice guy. Ushia bibi oso chia mu nyina so. Ti Jerry me amatonka, me tonka na chakra. Ne ma me tonka.
What tonka na de okọ ukrum kranza so NKZ me mate back on ideas also on face show in India go ne squad na twahia omote TV ho omo so ideas we have a kind of story we actually SHS this
and kranza no or his
ideas
kranza south and north
I don't know kranza baby yes south kranza crew maybe yes south maybe north so that one I don't know I mean kranza no be say a cruise who are me course 4 years, so 5 years from Kranza Warriors. Made that cruise so twice, yeah. Joint. Ideas, my main chair, one boys in a chamo question, because you say BBI fine. You say BBI. Now, Shaitan is what in God. What is Shaitan? And your own honor and your own. Omo was your own in Shaitan. You are say, dear Yan say, Untimum Wenipa. Now can no cringe when you are so intimate one. Now be Gina Kajinamu, a man in this or bonnet, sadden and yet. Wouldn't so intimate one, and so and the generous so, and Coginis Cassi about boy base, who you are knowing about woman. Ricardo Cocuvas, and yes, now what to Abanabi? Shaitani, what to the area? What to you? Okay. Why was there all carrying into one other?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Listen, me, I'm just
but other no you see, most madam for the no to me to 3 hours.
We can't some chedamon. I had a too much. Also, what to number or sounds to baby.
I didn't sleep on you again, too much. You are rejected.
A one I pass a man on my shoe. Several castle divorces. I have a castle. What was some more? I
rejected mood to
maybe person will say. I know in the moment say ABM go win inside and about winning baby and I'm doing my job as a
okay.
But what to call baby?
I'm to ban call.
That's what I want to know. Ali, young man, but I check I can't see man na there cost for new Monaco in an amedeba. The Champions League drawn and to say and maybe you came there now bet we will group over 5 feet nana. Feed in the air is a thing. I told him who they may. Why?
Okay. So I'm saying we are seeing a club on the bomb of Swanson.
I don't know about Chelsea Abaso. Say Chelsea the crowd record be to wait for major competition be on the Abia Chelsea was our trophy.
That team is special team.
No, the TNC we are saying Ubiani be on them. What is it? Who's a bra or Real Madrid, Marble Chelsea, but a bad current generation, a team and comfort support or Munu or Pie Chelsea. Oh, yeah, maybe the Amen and Wa, Kofa Medici Moon Chelsea in Man City. Man City, the end of crowd, you knew no Mutimbo to system for relegation, but it's scanty. What is it? The Chelsea, the Omoko Boma Basso now would deserve.
And then I'm in some class in come for data, but my future there, bro. Sassam Naya. And yeah, but I'm saying I would disrespect Chelsea because and I boy Europa League, I want Jam Kobo Conference here, boy. But you know, Europa League many times on GB.
No, Bennett,
no respect to him. Europa League 10 times. How many times?
That's 70 years. Who's a tournament be Abamona? A chassis in a year Muku Kakra. Was the last time we now Mokoboji, Europa Conference League. FC no Amobino. And we do Babino. And we have a cross tournament. Not FC no one. The Chelsea no money no amo.
That I only know about. Now, for my qualifying and we Celtic team, so about Champions League. I Kalim, I'm the Karat, I'm Matthews,
Karat, I'm first time. I'm probably Chelsea are top player.
And Timunya Butre. When I said FC no one.
No, but that confident in Bobo Chelsea no. FC no, I don't know. Good day can fight a bit much or more. Baba FC no. I must some papa. Crimson
babies are Manchester United. When has added that way. When you had their way, who be about the tournament. How many matches are you? Respect them. Now, when you have someone then the MHC or more victory now, or Maniano, when you they're going anymore.
Tiny Sunya, high election headquarters. She telling you train. Ah. Shintani yabotre la upese uye weni adia but ebehena aya yina bana bibia de ye timere ama na adia na be we na fabi yere akra migusu monitor na ma wechi de be bia mema nkofo enjoy why
obeni yama shofo akaba na ye ni nkomo kakra andra after Manchester United match, the first message that I had on my phone, it will be a Sunday, my video on Monday. Asama na me no wudi nkomo ha na me kan na nipa ni try no this Sunday me say I said this on Monday. A lot of people did not agree with me. Say we reference Ruben Amorim were overstaying in World Cup or club Manchester United. Now I'm more trying for confirmation. And then what happened no indicate clearly say apeni adroba jewa ayatrema. It is possible, say, Amorim beats Messi Manchester. More than things around. That is 100% possible. Well, I keep saying, say, when we go to school, the synonym to impossibility is stupidness. I don't want to be a stupid person. I've never believed that people will be any possible. As far as I want quantity, anything can happen. Everything is possible. So it is possible Amorim beats Messi more overturning and Manchester United. But that was said. Through that stage, you know. The situation at Manchester finally almost self within. How do we address Manchester in this material moment? Because Manchester Kobo match against a 4th division side. So the back Ghana and we knew didn't come on, maybe by terms in so over Ghana, you are the Premier League, you are the 1st division, you are the 2nd division, and then you are the 3rd division. So that is the 4th level of your football. The team now Manchester United and no boy and Etesank Waba Ghana. Now we need team Bia or what 3rd division Abia FA Cup. Asante Kodokwana how to book against a 3rd division side be or what baby to have been a Kotokwana house alcohol no mukusiakai. Whichever way you look at it from, the name Asante Kodoko, the name how to book alone is enough to scare opponent. You know. I agree, say 11 players, yeah, but prayer. 11 any day, but in terms of quality, nobody can convince us to say Crimson Town for squad now Ekuto comes anywhere closer to Manchester United. And to think that some year Yejinam Sisia Yedin Kokweku omonto a single player. Team now we Manchester from summer we on signing a single player. Benjamin Sesko, of course. Some year you will onto a single player. only Benjamin Sesko Nkuwa sika Manchester United for Edekofa and Ebain. A bit my run or club for 13 solid years. So overall annual revenue. Benjamin Sesko Nkuwa sika Manchester United 8 years and Ebain. A bit my run team no for 13 solid years. So it tells you opponents now United and Musiaka. Now in terms of squad value. So where opposition no. Two teams now are presented at the Park. So at the entire Crimson Town team now, quantify or Eboma, just £3.1 million. Manchester United are in excess of £759.1 million. So there is nowhere team do a compare club. Your friend said Manchester United. I agree, said Abakosem when it comes to football. History has said that Manchester United and a match, the fourth time at Crimson Town for ABOU game. United are yet to win a game against them. History has it that way. The first time Omuno was in 1948. A game, it was 1-1 draw. The second one, 1947. Sorry, the first one was in 1946. And this 0-0. Second one, 1947. A 4-3 in favor of Crimson Town. And then the last one, Yehusono Machine, in 1948. That ended 1-1. So Andra happens to be the fourth time at Manchester United and Obu Asia. United situation are final almost self within. Everybody rooted said, baby, Amorim and them run if they will find a way to rediscover Omofo. I told you here, said that game need a game at Manchester for so much confidence ever back say they have big games ahead of them in the Premier League. They need to boost their confidence before they enter into such phases. But Adena Atuomon, as Saint-Crempo say, baby, and United Gina over the game and as over weekend game on boy against Fulham. So Okobo game against a mere opposition. Yenka or Masem. Yenka said, Wemo, a Yankofua, or meeting Manchester Ako 2-2. Neko could not just say Manchester Elusu game in the first half. Second half, okay, United play better in the second half. But in the first half, it was dominance from Crimson Town. They scored 4 goals in the game. Emu2 energy and 2 you overturn ye. Yaba second half no United are such a abetitika game not travel cup penalties. Oman team qualify. Production M1 Kweku Dientia bisusu say Ruben Amorim baby ejinai. I was a Manchester edge many friends ye last season no. United last match obo ewufi. And I'll charm my kwaje microphone. And only din komo minim some video na ready a. Odin come on walk actually nyina say the storm is over. Se video na ready a for the benefit of Ashrefonia Tiefo a omuti and ombetimi abo video na dia mama kakra. Na mentoa masem so. This is Manchester United last home match. Omobo ofie last season before say ye start this season we.
Secondly, I want to say thank you. We are very grateful for your support during the season, and I know that was really hard. I know it was really hard to support us in many games. But now we have to make a choice. Or we stay stuck in the past because this season is in the past, it's over. We fight each other, or we stick together and move forward.
Now say storm the over. Na ye jitu mu say obefa team no middle of the season. 1 on fa club na anya pre-season. 2 on share that your signings bia eweka ho. Onim Manchester dey bebre e sa period na mu no ka kire say on the playing system to suit anybody. Our players now adapt to the Juma no. With pre-season he will be able to walk into idea about buana na identity of starting new season. Ebeye Yako pre-season aba. And the crown what about 4 players. Manchester United are spending over 200 million on transfer market. You are starting new season. 2 games in Premier League. Now no catch there said teams now omo call relegation no every April ebe pemene omo nya more Premier League points than Manchester United. Kweku, to think that 3 teams no so a omo so free championship eba afu emo Premier League no omo nyina nya 3 points before Manchester United. 3 teams no free championship eba no Sunderland, Burnley, Leeds United omo nyina nya 3 points before Manchester ewa afu league no afei de coach no ka kire ye nyina say storm no over no Endra wako lose to a 4th division side owie ya kwekutie na asem no that video no so radio production fan no so me wutie we Manchester United fan not one lose confidence or Amorim I mean him time about lose confidence. Now give me the video.
Game it doesn't in the end doesn't matter if we recover or not. It's the signs that the team gave during the game, the beginning of the game. So I know that the best team won, the only team that was on the pitch. The best players lose because one team can win against any group of players, and I think that the team and the players spoke really loud today. So that's it, and we lost. The best team won.
The team and the players spoke really loud. What do you mean?
Kwagu, this is Manchester United manager. Kachre say wakobo match against a 4th division side. The best team a 4th division side no. The only team or no coach ni who page na Crimson Town for no. Because omo no omo den bo so ani Manchester does not come anywhere near a 4th division side. Adabraka. Mebeka wo ha extra last week say Jose Mourinho say at that team kesiye bi ebedu stage a obo match that was when omo elusu to Arsenal. Ombeka kire say ball na efe nti oma yade mo oba so. Na Mourinho say so we team kesiye na obo match we lose na obeka so ye ball na efe eni elusu ye nche yade. That is when move any free your status of being a big club ebe a smaller club. United are free that stage na free dia bedu stage say on a 4th division team ebo match we are ni coach ni team ba bontere boldly ebe ka kire nyina say team ba ko pe na no park so no deserve say winning match na a 4th division team no my the squad value my mouth and near me kuta Manchester United Crimson Town for does not come anywhere near them. Yet Ruben Amorim and next system obetimi dey motivating the players no a cycle off the pitch obetimi play competitive footballer obetimi opponent. But the last time I told you say me nim the entire opinion no still materials now or one fit into the system onye na be say ono nso ebeye dey be fit into players in the system. And then at a point in time in the second half time and adjuma na he decided to switch from the 3-back into a 4-back system. And on that, they never take no. So what prevents Amorim from saying, watch the team no for months now? And then now, person with any juma. Yet you keep on repeating the same thing in the Premier League. Data yet, and from opinion, friends Amorim. Now, so for domestic competition, matches are England, games are by a wobble. Put Europa League aside. Near England, be it FA Cup, be it the League Cup, and also the Premier League. 34 games and a Ruben Amorim abo. For Manchester United as the manager, we win just 8, we draw 10, and we lose as many as 16.
Yeah, I'll see for
the win rate in the air just 23.5%. Percentage we so check it. Previous managers are Omaba Manchester United and near full say Omomode Bonne and so in tie job kwan. So what win rate and what percentage rate and ekuto. Just say 53.8%. Yes, one yard ye jana kwan. Eric Ten Hag 51.8 on yard. Only Gunnar 6 51.4 on Yardie. Louis Van Gaal 51.3 on Yardie. Even Michael Carrick and Ryan Giggs one on me in 3 managers. Omunina MI a 50% win rate. David Moyes 50%. Ralph Rangnick 41.7. Now maybe it is Amorim Ekuta just 24.1%. Not even up to 30%. This is the current state of Manchester United and Ruben Amorim. And in the Premier League, per data not the my last season. United survived the Premier League because of points are not accumulated at once or woko. Had it been only Amorim, Manchester co relegation. Since over for Manchester United, the games are on team average a point per game. for Club Manchester United. And with this data, this man has no business being at Manchester United. Matesa internally, I want to discuss 3 managers. No many Kwekubara said you was Oliver Glasner. You see United, Iraq, I discussed 3 managers internally. One Oliver Glasner of Crystal Palace. The second one is AFC Bournemouth of manager Andoni Iola, right? And then the third one former England national team coach Gareth Southgate. These are the 3 candidates United are starting a way. Said me will advise them to for Manchester, just like I said it the other time. Say me a decision maker come upon that, and for that I still stick with that. Me a decision maker of Manchester and Cameroon.
Now coach
Kweku, may the list to be my production. Coaches be brave or market, money free, or money judgment. And that's all. We be any judgment.
To worry man,
the be any judgment. But the problem Manchester United will face is that CCA, baby Omujinano, any young coach with prospect will be afraid of coming forward for Manchester Jumano. They will need to go into the old books. An experienced manager be a 1 year Jumana, ABOU or TV say uncle cheating biano. Now almost save Manchester. When United is revamped, then they can go in for a project manager. Although I'm ever call for a long time now. But to see United decided or senior call for Oliver Glasner, a young coach with a project ideas or baby feeling.
Joachim Low so.
Until I make a say Joachim Low or Gary Southgate or make Talato Zoom in our system. Or make Marco for
Talato Zoom.
Talato Zoom better than him. Talato Zoom better than him.
I be just have a common. But I was be so prompt me say Grimsby Town for only signing 11 players.
Season week.
Season almost signing 11 players.
Let's go across check.
Check my summer. As in right summer one for player. Check in here, mama. But be so prompt me is almost 11 signings. Or see a mummy and son start giving them. Let's here check his out.
Come recorded Talato Zoom. Recommended him for Manchester United. Why?
As of folk need granting and coach Man United.
And the team at Grimsby Town team. No, I was thinking first. I said no one ever.
Kwaku Vaz. Now we're there. Maybe I'm more called. You see, as well as all my chassis.
So we catch your office. Match me pay. Barcelona Chelsea. I want that match. So the yes, I match in the Madim.
As I say, Chelsea players and Cromonium didn't come up be so almost say. Now you see the team Ben and Munya Moba be as Barcelona.
Yeah,
Chelsea.
Yes, I match.
Me monitor the no the monitor event no from one. It will be able to
so when a bad say there about update party one guys are heavy. We are heavy. And if you know what you so cause we be able fine. So that's I say. We need Yakupon be here now. We need Yakupon be here. Then me catch rush phobia say your dreams are still intact. But Bia will be and found no age and found him via what still. I did be a person you know to talk na koso. Still keep on chasing your dreams. You are still within a year achieving your dreams, regardless your age. But Bia will be ano. Want to be to me achieve your dream to koso. Na be intimanya kama kwaku. Me no be a nya dream so mo pamuru memory mbiem.
What day?
Me no be a nya dream. No metina na catch us more foot back up the man. Or solve issues, but to buy and unsolvable back cry. But my dream, who say, yeah, have a Manchester United and say, Coach Baby. In Tamarin Fantatin and Hosa, will not to be done in your man, what was so. Because you have any Manchester United for us, say, they be rather coach about, uncle coach about young Villa. In the next 15 years, in your coach be a man coaching Baby. Me no ka say buy of Liverpool and ya brace o brave friend everything hard buy o mu so Manchester United for na ko fa no mo de to baby to what I say only buy na ye ni ade ndi ye ntwe mo ogoku a good omen the Manchester United so mu so nra because me say 2014-15 season no to so fourth no o ma mo Europe me say bia na see in the first game they lost and it was 2-1 against Swansea City. In the second game they drew 1-1. That was against Sunderland. In the third game, almost Sambo drew him against Burnley. Weekend, the only Burnley neighbor. Within that time, MK Dons 9-1-9. Okay. We team was not home. In terms of say, this house is not finished for this is maybe a year. Amorim Twaso, Unimajuma, and you can do it. Just that, you show I have a camera and you let him come up. Because I know what fair say, Manchester United manager. And that is what we talk about. Who gradually is moving from coaches' issues and players being the reason why Manchester United didn't perform.
Very spiritual.
Then what the boss says about me, yes, I don't know Manchester United. No, we pay and I met three times, and you are
David here can be say, I think we are cursed.
It's becoming clear. It's becoming an obvious choice. And no, Kevin, special aid to Massimo, Kevin. Also, I resign as a Manchester United supporter. And a lot of Manchester United supporters, also resigning. So, Manchester United team that would be a Kwaku. What's the only team in Manchester United? Then they have United. The people that are mobile United now, Umufriwa, Nancy Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony Massamo, when young is in your see, I'm going to be no echo at more. The Manchester United team and SCA, now when you be your man, young coach Bianco, Bongo for Grassness and one Biamba, or Messi any life. And the entry moment your side. Well, who? Chelsea phone to a mofo. They shouldn't go in for a brand TFN Javi Simons.
Reason?
Not because he's a bad player. But the last two players that they had flying seasons were RB Leipzig, but Chelsea and MON-FRI. If you ask what you are, DBA, no one can see pain. None what die who said a branch of Timo Werner flying high over Timo friend Leipzig with a lot of prospect of 4-1-1-10-10 or back to the watch of CCA or Timo friend RB Leipzig or by Chelsea. He won them the Champions League there, Nancy MON-FRI. In the Premier League, over 80 games, he only gave them 10 goals to play in the Premier League. After the goals, I was sharing my Timo friend RB Leipzig. Fast forward, Christopher Nkunku, before he joined Chelsea, he was one of the players that all teams will want to have a defending Nkunku in their team during that time. Same as Timo Werner or bad Chelsea, who they are see. Currently, as we speak, Chelsea fully channel. Some say similar.
Yeah.
Or more channel my similar because there's so bad the much defend Chelsea. So, come on, before us, what BM1, then you need to check again. Javi Simons is not a bad player. I always say he had a good season last season with RB Leipzig move, which makes him a good player. The position now Bono, Obetima Chelsea. But now one time I who say even when Kopama no Bo Musa who in you are, you have a players, they have the player that will make more that position, you know, and drop the ball on another.
Yeah.
Yeah, who what about boy?
Yeah.
So no you are they can sacrifice that system no Bono and other people with me abo. Enzo can be pushed there. Because now Omo Isugo or more Lavia or Caicedo more Andy Santos more make me actually the back for and Enzo Fernandez will go for it. You don't spend money on a brand event Javi Simons or man in Tottenham. Now because the last two on bad Chelsea team no man farm. That should be something that every Chelsea pronounce there. And we are dealing with so and we are now so they need to advise themselves.
Oramo Chelsea means the way I ready. I mean, the CC Ajue for presented on a special award at the Chelsea. Paying Perfeni Jason Gano, on a president and chief operating officer at the Chelsea. Now, a time on Kokoji award in some occasions is an honor for us to be here, and especially to be able to bring the Champions League back to Stamford Bridge. Or Kwen Komo Kokokodi and on to my presenting award at the Chelsea. Zomane the only club. The oil Real Madrid Barcelona record o yebida. Chelsea na club o ma yebida. UEFA competition bi o mo dia ba bi o ma yebida. And I mean there mo nyam sheke se e kwere ma club no ntino. Wa join na we live on a Fakye TV house e no na o mo present ne kama pa. Etimi era ma club na eboa. Man ma ko yeti. E mezo o ma sha se ye ya wo so na after no. The blue and e be ba Balate na nkasa so you see your trophy no and I need see why I home trade to 8 teams leading go 15 times this so dey ba company twa baby this so dey 9 this so dey crime is leading ba hada sa pepe ni see go 15 no oh ze one
the multi-billionaires
okay nim ti wa wu share na ye na fascina
really advise themselves. Because Javi Simons is a good player, but they have so many players in their system that will make him a And looking at the point that almost Leipzig bar instead of far more Chelsea, you know, it be able to business because Timo Werner only a business, Nkunku be a business, but Obabe we still space and my Chelsea because that position they have people that don't meet my age, man. And my team friend Chelsea. Go me papa say atokodo. Now the higher na catch after he drew with team my friend Benfica with him, me catch was fan no other. Then no amfa and after the game na say no can say me papa no we lose. Jose Mourinho say the players need ready for Champions League. Or me ready for Europa League derby kwaku. This is not Jose Mourinho talking. He says pressure and when the players no too much because they are not used to that. Kwaku, this is not Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho is a coach that will take the pressure away from the shoulders of the players so that they come to the field of play and they deliver. But for him to say it's not pressure when the players too much in tea and they are not ready for the Champions League. Here's some Europa League now. This is a manager that he came to Chelsea for the first time in how many years? 15 years, maybe. He won them the Premier League. He defended it. He went to team and friend Real Madrid. No more barrier be in their life. Try to make sure say the monopoly that Barcelona and look at Inter Milan. At a point of the Champions League, no, you're saying when we were 1 year saying he went there, won the Champions League and also won treble. But then you say when we make us any players and they're ready for UEFA Champions, the Europa League, they're ready for. He's a man I love so much because of I need with football. And the coaching aspect in Kwa, we are the antic, the celebration and how we celebrate the wins, makes you love the man. We are then some more the controversies of the faith, Like currently as we know what I say be ye partner say be fa. Na say you say mo inu mi yes was say we dey say yen Ghanaian coaches ni bi. Yen Ghanaian coaches ni bi big job no continue fia. Him so maso ba yachi. But you say mo inu is not that man. Onya coaching. Sir. Na you say nyai coaching. Onya coaching and na me catch say uncle for national team be no coaching. Because it will take him away from daily training and daily matches. But I say I hear coach. Say I coaching national team. Apatintinya or Africa haya ni team ne Mali bebo na anu nyame pa next month. So a coach or national team. On our body, Inti sadie no, tell so na wait ma coach national team.
Anu to ado ye modern system coach.
Oya.
Systematic coach na.
You come one me say o memo kra.
He's a modern coach. Young coach is Ababi no. He's a modern coach.
Young coach is Ababi.
The tactics or no.
Tactics by.
He's a modern coach.
I say na okay.
Otuado azem na he's a good coach.
Otuado azem na okay tactics no.
No more tactics.
Otuado.
She ovizo ko she Mali Obama ko examples Adecho the match are not their Mali wa Accra. One abe ko abe enjoy play no. Coach Otuado or heavy brutal. Maestro bibi abo.
I know Otuado na Nigeria money Sudan no boy no. Otuado. And I cut tactics ano.
Na after World Cup qualify Maestro who game my mind idiara. Walusu match He's a top coach.
When he top coach,
he's a top coach.
When he top coach,
coach I want justify the highest level.
Highest level. I now wrote no why.
Hey, Otuado the Ghana qualify World Cup 2 times.
Otuado is never.
They World Cup 2 times. He's a top coach.
Otuado is never a top coach. What is top?
Maestro.
Asama now no.
We are the old side Superman. No person ya love family brother. Hey,
Otuado is top coach.
The German tactician.
And the top coach no.
Coach Otto.
Top coach there.
Top coach.
Or you imagine.
No, you're top coach. Check. Although be call second.
What
simple say. As it was 6 points and home say.
You will coach if you are the ball from cricket to crash you can see. I saw another pamono. Who will be a top coach or they are qualified for World Cup. Who to the top coach or man ho baby.
I mean, was the chance we there fair. Chelsea Cup you are going to there.
FIFA Club World Cup.
Team ya never would.
Derby.
And you more than money do.
Yeah, more than money do.
Say a World Cup I can say.
A World Cup
World Cup.
It is a unya coach on 2 occasions do qualify.
On Bayern coach 2 occasions Jacob Bako. On 2 occasions near there.
Nigeria no be any desire cow. Nigeria na draw kuma. Or control whole year more. My uncle.
Yeah, we didn't cover Kakra. I'm sure I saw Real Madrid. I think there's Xabi Alonso. Last me Betina had said, if only Real Madrid Football Club was to take a good shape for this particular season, then Xabi Alonso needs to have a good tactical system between our board. Although in the Spanish La Liga, he has been able to win the true games are waiting me about them at Real Madrid Football Club. But one particular position in the moment Madrid tried very well in the Spanish La Liga, Copa del Rey, and in any other competition Madrid Bobiano has become the right fullback. So we'll check here at the time that Madrid champion for the La Decima. It was a certain Dani Caballero who was doing the most for Real Madrid Football Club. And then he has been consistent, giving them that good performance for Real Madrid Football Club. So at any moment in time, even when Otimi Injeno or Kami Baka, he gets into that particular position and then he fills the position with much of his performance at the Real Madrid Football Club. But the first time Trent Alexander-Arnold in the bar, you know, I don't know one particular person that said Dani Caballero, it's me a go offer. He will be the immediate person to succeed the side of Dani Caballero as a right full-back positioner for Real Madrid Football Club. This is a particular person. When it comes to the three-back system, you cannot have Trent Alexander-Arnold functioning very well in a three-back system. But then, for the clear motion of Xabi Alonso in the tactical system of the Real Madrid Football Club, he's going to mix a bit of three-back and a bit of four-back for Real Madrid Football Club. So, about the four-backer, play a bit in fitting very well in the right full-back position, a bit in the Real Madrid Football Club, will be Dani Caballero. Because Dani Caballero with that kind of pace, he has that kind of defensive street. At any moment, say Madrid your more transition. That's all move ball from the back. That's one person more transition from the defensive structure of Omanka's opposing harbor. Dani Caballero is that kind of person. He gives a lot of defensive solidity to either say Rodrigo de Guesa Orbo in the right wing forward or Brahim Diaz Orbo in the right wing forward. So anyone where you see Dani Caballero, he's not that kind of a similar Trent Alexander-Arnold, or that inverted midfield position for Real Madrid Football Club. But then he makes sure he depends on a half-centric midfield and give a thorough shape to the offensive street of Real Madrid Football Club. That is Dani Caballero for you. But then Xabi Alonso Meyati, as he said, in any moment of Real Madrid Football Club, he will have to have a rotational policy between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Dani Caballero. Until now, no Odin Komono or the science way to just both will play and compete. We will rotate. We will need both of them. So meaning say Trent Alexander-Arnold wouldn't compete and wouldn't play consistently for Real Madrid Football Club as a right full back. Positioner for Madrid. But then Obabo Trent Alexander-Arnold, based on the kind of game or Kwakobo and based on the kind of tactics are all about the Real Madrid Football Club. So about Dani Caballero at the Real Madrid Football Club in the right full back position, he will give you to that kind of position all in the full back and as a full back for Real Madrid Football Club. So we'll check your stars. It is quite clear. The side of Trent Alexander-Arnold in the start of Odema Madrid has become very superior, even over Dani Caballero. So we'll check Dani Caballero start for Real Madrid Football Club. Our almost 16 goals with 79 assists. When you check about Trent Alexander-Arnold in all other moments in the football career, he has scored 26 goals and given himself 94 assists for himself as a solid player. So it tells you, when it comes to the offensive straighter, the side of Xabi Alonso, making sure so about the three back, that's about 4 men in the midfield. That's about 3 men up front. One of the core things that you get from Trent, and as one of the core things that you get from Xabi Alonso, they say he put most of the pressure in the opponent and make sure pressure not the man in the opponent. They will press very hard. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is that kind of player or trigger press and also press it very well. One of the key things in Europe, they say, so we'll compare Trent Alexander-Arnold as a right full backer. Then the only player to me, who say, in the starts, any BBI, Esoche and Trent Alexander-Arnold will become Achraf Hakimi. Check the start of Achraf Hakimi. Over 352 games for himself, 50 goals and 73 assists. But so check Trent Alexander-Arnold, he has a combination of 378 games, 27 goals and 98 assists. So when you compare,
what was so baroni, Mamma-FRI Porto for the drone.
Okay.
What was the Porto on a catchy party. Facebook for the event in some but more on TV, the DMs on Benyako enjoy Kakra to the Mamma-FRI.
Okay.
Why? Mamma-FRI Kakra. Timon came to near Porto for the DM.
Pressing the button, and that will reveal their opponents. So let's get going, gentlemen. Please begin the draw for the upcoming 2025-26 UEFA Champions League.
Thank you, Pedro. Everything is ready and the pressure is huge for all the fans because we are kicking off the season. But now it's not on me. I hope that this draw helps resolve our relationship, Zlatan, because I need your help now.
I will help you.
Thank you very much. Please shuffle the balls and deliver the first team drawn to kick off this season.
Bayern München.
So it is Bayern München, so the champions of Germany, who scored 99 goals last year and lost just 2 matches to win their 33rd Bundesliga title. So we are ready. Apparently our computer has already drawn the 8 opponents for Bayern, and I would ask Kaká now, press the button and we will reveal them.
Zlatan and Kaká, thank you very much indeed. So let's look at Bayern Munich then. These are their opponents for this season's Champions League phase from Pot 1. Blockbuster clashes, to say the least. Bayern Munich will be hosting Chelsea at home and then travelling to the Parc des Princes to take on the champions PSG. That's from Pot 1. From Pot 2, it's Club Brugge and an away trip to North London to take on Arsenal. From Pot 3, they will face Sporting Club de Portugal and PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands. And from Pot 4, they take on newcomers Union Saint-Gilloise and another newcomer as well. They'll travel to Cyprus to meet Paphos.
Yeah, and we see one of the recent finals already played again between Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern. So Zlatan, we're ready, we can now move on. We go to the second team.
Chelsea.
Chelsea FC, the winners of all UEFA competitions. So for Chelsea, we are also ready, and for Chelsea we need to find out 7 opponents because one is already known, it's Bayern. And Kaká, press the button, we will know soon.
So, we find out the path for Chelsea Football Club, 2-time winners. It's Barcelona to go on with Bayern Munich in Pot 1. In Pot 2, home match with 2-time winners Benfica and a trip to Atalanta. In Pot 3, it's Ajax at home and Napoli away. And in Pot 4, they'll be hosting Paphos, the debutants, and Karabakh. They'll have a trip to Azerbaijan. That's the path for Chelsea.
Yes, this is the path for Chelsea. Zlatan, help us please with another team.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, the only team which has played more than 500 matches in this competition, 503 to be precise. For Real Madrid, we know nothing yet, so if you press the button, we will reveal 8 opponents for Real Madrid.
Kaká deciding the path for your former club there. Let's take a look at who they play in Pot 1. They just keep meeting, don't they, from Pot 1? Manchester City and Liverpool, they play both of them in this league phase. From Pot 2, they will host Juventus and travel to Lisbon to take on Benfica. From Pot 3, it's Olympique de Marseille and a trip to Greece to take on the Greek champions Olympiacos. And from Pot 4, it's AS Monaco and it's a trip to Kazakhstan to take on the newcomers Kairat Almaty.
Yes, and another recent final with Liverpool, so Liverpool-Real Madrid to be played again. Thank you very much, Zlatan. Please go and let's see who comes next.
Inter Milano.
Internazionale Milano finalists 3 months ago, and the best defense in the league phase of the first season. Only 1 goal conceded to their opponents by Inter. No opponents have been drawn for Inter, and Kaká, play your derby with Inter now.
The 3-time winners will be facing Liverpool at home and Borussia Dortmund away in Pot 1. Then it's Arsenal and Atletico de Madrid in Pot 2, a home match with Slavia Praha, a trip to the Netherlands to take on Ajax. And in Pot 4, it's Kairat Almaty at home and another debutant, Union Saint-Gilloise away.
Yes, this is all the story for Inter. Let's go.
Borussia Dortmund.
So Borussia Dortmund, say also winners of 97, they will need 3 matches to have played 200 matches in this competition. So to happen on match day 3, of course, for Borussia Dortmund, we know that they will play Inter at home, and they will have another 7 opponents to face.
Yeah, so the 7 remaining teams for Borussia Dortmund. Then Manchester City, a trip to the Etihad in pot 1 from pot 2. They host Villarreal and travel to Juventus from pot 3. It's newcomers and, of course, Europa League semi-finalists Bodo Glimt and the Europa League finalists as well, Tottenham Hotspur from champions, I should say, the Europa League champions, Tottenham Hotspur, from pot 3, and from pot 4, they will host Athletic Club and they'll travel to Denmark to take on Copenhagen.
Yes, and the less recent final here, Juventus Borussia Dortmund, back to 1997. So, Zlatan, yes, please.
It doesn't look exciting, yeah? Answer. Liverpool.
Liverpool FC, so champions, English champions for the 20th time, equaling the record of Manchester United, and first place in the league phase of last season for Liverpool.
Fixtures are not them. Bayern 8 you did can you Bayern fixtures no. Senate or Chelsea, PSG, Club Bridge.
They have already been drawn against Real Madrid and Inter.
Yes, I'm joining Brana. Here we are na Yabo Modena, Yamama She Kakra. But anyway, we name is Dodo Naba. I had then the other chance for Penomania or Mone Barcelona Bebo.
To Chelsea, Bayern Munich away, Barcelona home, Benfica home, Atlanta away, Ajax home, SSC Napoli away, Pafos FC, new entrance home, and then Karabakh Avdam FK away. And we Chelsea matches no.
And Oshe Madrid so the Omo Man City, Liverpool, Juventus, Benfica, Olympique Marseille, Olympiacos, Monaco, and Kayat. Let me say Madrid Bebre. Madrid Bebre na Bayern the no so no. Chelsea, PSG, Club Brugge, Arsenal, Sporting Club de Portugal, PSV, USG, Nafi Pafos. Eti omonso na teams a omoni omode kwa boy Alexander be kwa fibim ero check Liverpool so fixtures no say na ye kan wasem ne ade no ne de everywhere me say ni nyina na ya de a e beto em that badi kan abobo Chelsea de no so team e de amamo so getting interesting.
So Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, Frankfurt Club Brugge, Olympiacos, Praha, Copenhagen, Newcastle United for Barcelona.
Majoni, orewie na for no sima me on. Na minimze hie wi no no ma wi ni nyina na afi abana ya ma obi a aho ne fixtures no se de bisi akọ. Ne de be rambat. Mze nya interesting games pa. Barcelona Chelsea.
And they are saying Barcelona PSG.
Wow.
Barcelona PSG.
And Real Madrid Man City. Madrid first go Man City home. We are no akwa way to Liverpool. Wa bebo Juventus home no akwa way to Benfica. Abebo home to Marseille akwa way to Olympiacos. Home to Monaco away to Kayat Almaty. Who is that team no? No more there so pa no.
Say omeba.
Players no qualify no so mo bompe say omaba bi mre kan ize no benya Madrid mo fie.
No, we say Yemfani say now this is for Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, Juventus, Benfica, Olympique Marseille, Olympiacos, Monaco, and then Kayat Almaty. I mean, Real Madrid for no.
I will farm who said the matches no be see abon and kamepe.
Okay, so Madrid games no about Manchester City home. Obeko Liverpool away. No about Juventus home. Obeko Benfica away. No about Olympique de Marseille home. Obeko Olympiacos away. Monaco fi. Now the last Obeko Kayat Almaty away. That is it for Real Madrid. More matches no. Chelsea Obeko Barcelona fi. Obeko Bayern Munich away. No about Benfica fi. Obeko Atlanta away. Obeko Ajax fi. Obeko Napoli away. Pafos fi na Karabakh away. And here Chelsea also there no. International Milan about Liverpool fi. Dortmund away. Arsenal fi. Atletico Madrid away. Slavia Praha home. Ajax away. Kayat Almaty home, and then Union St. Gallen away. And here International Milan. Liverpool about Real Madrid fi. Inter Milan away. Atletico Madrid home. Eintracht Frankfurt away. Ntibenya Hugo Ekitike Boyti and the former club. PSV and Leuven fi. Olympique de Marseille away. Karabakh no go back in we no. Obeko Karabakh, Liverpool, Karabakh, home, and then Galatasaray, away, and for Liverpool. Next one, Yanko. Borussia Dortmund, Inter Milan, home, Manchester City, away, Villarreal, home, Juventus, away, Bodo Glimt, fee, Tottenham Hotspur, away, Athletic Club Bilbao, home, Copenhagen, away, Barcelona matches, Obo PSG, home, Obeko Chelsea, away, Eintracht Frankfurt, home, Club Brugge, away, Olympiacos, home, Slavia Praha, away, Copenhagen, home, Newcastle United, away, area for FC Barcelona. Next on the list.
I love this so far the Albany.
Yeah, okay. They are kind of so
but I say powerful sono. On a David Luiz here kind of. Yeah. The other boy here former club near there. So Obobo Chelsea. So it's very, very interesting.
Who go get case to be Liverpool.
And the back where Champions League me man unique pa no. Sad no. And over here unze ya na ayewe pa di gu so he. Teams names that do na de ne ba. Said ne ya bomb one day I'm enjoying and but one interesting thing is that rivalry be a me na samba Chelsea Barcelona match no be
you walk office me catch in them pesa match
match now will be at 2 games and will be at Chelsea Barcelona PSG
pesa match
na me nim ze na loss we na we anka mo ma me combination mo na me komra ne adia ba matize yes chairman of being such a pin was your more official complaint na me nim complaint kro ne adia but me hwe na ma follow se bibia didi ma mesa kona ma kwa kudi but o check result me nya sisi ana nipa 23,650 na 705 for Benjamin Obinseche na is a non representing 19% and a award 2,945 for Solomon Ofosuwai and representing 81%. This is our
difference of 2,240.
One kasa we use it phone. Wa ku screenshot ya dey we. Wa send ya ma chama Obinseche. So in the tower na chairmanship no there. Chairman so do afa mpohe. Assistant Wawe.
Why?
Are you Manchester City?
Man City, Borussia Dortmund, home, Real Madrid away, Leverkusen, home, Villarreal away, Napoli home, Bodo Glimt away, Galatasaray Sports Colombo home, AS Monaco away, AS Monaco no away. That's for Manchester City. Minyanya Arsenal for the no for Arsenal dem na Luther King you opponent.
Arsenal so be buying.
Arsenal so be buying. I see.
Omo way no. Buying women are there.
Do I feel almost on Champions League? Last year, no semi-finalist.
Almost the NBA near the yo. Rena Iowa, but said around kind of PSG so almost opponent no. Buying home. FC Barcelona away. Atlanta home. Bayer no fear Leverkusen away. Tottenham Hotspur home. Sporting CP away. Newcastle United home. And Arete Bilbao away. That's for Paris Saint-Germain. To Omonzo mo matches na kweze tipen bi and omoni omonso de baba be bom ni ade ade no ye ntwen na ye hwese ayi therefore chichirinchi omo de beba na ehu series Arsenal so omo ne de o come omo asem na ye we ni but me hwe ye ba ya pene de no so no ewuram na afi yakọ akoto so ti o join na ahwe a and the UEFA Champions League no ene guso ayi didi ho nkomo draw ne ade aga o zena makọ akodi nkomo but I was a deba any at the anyway. But my men call me Kutita me present award no. Edema Chelsea. Na me hwen komo mudino on the said any money is here.
Jason, come and stand here next to the president.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
I was just about to ask you what are your first impressions. It looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Stunning.
Isn't it? Jason, congratulations. It is another trophy to add to the collection. Chelsea, real history makers here. And as Alexander said, there's who knows if another team will ever repeat it. I mean, we're in a new phase here for Chelsea, a new project over the last 3 years, a new generation of players as well. How happy are you with the progress of the club, where it's going, and whether they can reach these heights going forward again?
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's been an exciting few years for the club. I think about first and foremost, on behalf of over 120 years of football at Chelsea Football Club, the board, the players, the staff, the supporters, thank you to UEFA for this meaningful recognition. It's so special for us.
Mumbo, any Ejima, and then you bring Fakye Sports. It's still trending. Monkoso. Lawson Herbal Center. Lawson Beverages. Atraekesiye. Omanga Muno. Ewo. Ebuakwa. Kane Kumasi. Ewa Sante. Mantamu. Eha. Lawson Herbal Center. Yenro Makumakum Yensa. And the word Jaso. And when himself. A Merriman Kwan Edro. Lawson Gileman Capsules. And Merima, Yadru, Lawson Gileman Capsules. Oh, yeah, Bema, now in fear, a doom watch 18, air conquadia, me say, only excuse beer, bam bomb for prostate, ain't it? A day for those who chanty, no madrabi, nebra bedi, a moo, adansia, and yan unqua, your man, Merima Drew, Lawson Law Care Mixture. Ma and the Mary Murdrew, Lawson Law Care Mixture. Anyway, yawa a ma and the Mary Murdrew, Lawson Herbal Mixture. We and the Enromi and Sa, Yade ABOU, na the Ed, then the Sayan Remeka, import Sayade Crony Wa, Bambo, Apomode, and Yahoo Dainty, or quite say, Onum a droibi, a Fenimuno, Lawson Herbal Mixture, and a Lawson Law Care Mixed channel, the power show, or in fear a do me 12 years air concordia. She's so quite what to me and numbi. And what she, Miss Ramos said about time there, Moncaho, about time, lactating and Nessamadis, ain't to me and num Lawson Law Care and a Lawson Herbal Mixture and Jay Shannon. And what she a pin for pregnant women, ain't to me and num a baby. Maybe a 12 beer, so called now body in qua dear. Sabe cannot no more dancers still in kind. Ya fra home na ye ni enkomo bibi chire waten open chemu bi abro so a ya fra home ye beje oso. E dey mo chire free counseling about diet ye beje oso na ye di enkomo 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 and a 0248 619 999 0248 619 Now watch in Chemubi I fat Lawson Herbal Products. And you share now you need come about Lawson Law Care Mixture. Lawson Law Care Mixture. And you make ya put any yan some running I hold on to the bontain the virgin doctor no. I Juma Lawson Law Care Mixture. Yeah. And I got a ma and a Merima, and a man which is a member name, and this a Dino, and as a basketball, Samani Dino, Emma Penny Quancher for Jura, Dr. Lawson Che Menu. The main Kyle say, Yakasa Oba and the cray, Oba Bia, your Oba, name no, Yaka Obemua, Oba Osipi, Oba Osita, the confidence no higher, and your baby, name no. Oba Sabio Mwanimwa, Nema Sam Equie, now who see a day no. Or no any Obama pa, or no any Obama, or no any Obesimano, and Abebu. About enough of the artificial makeups and the craft fair. Yale also attraction, mom dear, but them on the bow and chain, no would drink or what Tim who say, no coye a daimu, than your man queer. There'll be more questions on you than answers. Dosso, I know you're back at Wabi. If you know Cremica also, but I'll send your money yet. Who said I was say, I want a cow. Severe itching. What it is, I must say, suddenly what can act about from low libido and caneno, na entisa, obere wa mo ase o panties no na bibi starchy bi akekam starchy fluid. It can be creamish, yellowish, whitish, ya color no. No mo se bibi at discharge aye I say the wa say ni mu a sign of an infection. Na men ka will say infection be kwa from bacteria to fungi, yeast infection na be clear free hwa. Lawson Locke mixture. Lawson Locke mixture. Any adrenaline edin ebebow na ke kan every ho and san atiegu asen and oba so asabio and such ho nyina boso ama ho na sabi I very rough. Ama unpleasant smell aba ho ni na be correct ya. Lawson Locke abu DNA hu ne say awade pi anyinya awade pi agija
no kre
adentie say say e man ho nyoma enkoyie anya oba na eye brema no oba because me say awade ede enkrabata ne doso nina bo ma awade no ewie peye nanso enade oyifa awade mu a enye yie anoma kwan edawie mu no na owo ne kwan da deposo no bema kwan da oba eho oba bema kwan ho da na bema ye ba be fa kwan mu na o ma excuse see be den wa fa kwan mu be ba wo chow sanioma anya infection pa na hawo infection severe one atra so che wa bompanie wa hemfidie mu wa no mu no ayempa ebo nyina still and correct ya well draw near well draw how then is ya queen magani a draw ho be ba wo chow say draw ni dino and a Lawson Locke anye bia kai say it's been 25 years still standing and counting you what dino and ayebo so Lawson share juma say enye ne sayade pi more than say doso odi enom entwa miensa housing of uku gudadi uku miensa pe odi enom abroswa enum rabedi more than say ke kan nyina beko wase kwan a ebia e kase nyina be ketua kama amwa version biewa Lawson Locke mixture 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 and a 0248 619 999 0248 61 99 not Lawson Locke and Hunche will be a yachumi at the amount. In your member no ho, member gain your confidence back. I don't make a sa or call baby chesed you took roboni muno and we ain't rana yameka so ban or yo jiri not bear money yo kunua. If it is not on, it is not in and shamwa men find shame. Yes, let me run a jet plenty. Now compare that no drone na prevention is better than cure. Oh prevent ya fashion ho nemo no one thing in tem when ya fire there no infection kwa dia bacteria infection fungi yeast infection be kwa Lawson Locke remember obema ne phone na phone kitikitia na eye here na ehi and sa egu be ma hu nyina you so diwa no yam show Sabe bampu ya sam ukojina hoi this is training ochimwa you possibly akam still ano me pa ocho infection airborne kaye ebe correct ya Lawson Locke mixture be ma onumwo na infection na kwama ho dino ababio obema be kese na emu be yedu na emu be ye dia Lawson Locke resuma pa sam ne say wo di delay man kafo no so who abeka Lawson Locke ne ho now the Locke na yensuo na odi anom to paye delay man capsules and no e ma ko to jemu aye den na ope echi aye den na osim aye den na na go kom aye den e basa wo ye ntina se adwuma e peja adwuma mirikatu adwuma enkoto a uni obeka how bia there is no problem energy nkwa and odi aye adwuma no ne kai say Lawson delay man bema wo enfie edum wochi 18 ekonkwa na wotumi enum bie ene wochi bade say se duadia enyini a na epo ebe mabu yenyini o no kre koyanim ahoden no yenga da se de penenso sabia entema from prekope na kwa nim guasie no if you can maintain consistency empo yini mu a losing delayman capsules any a drone AD topaye anapo di wi a semedun machi topaye ni mienu na pe losing locker disposable cup the smallest size no shake cup ne ma for topaye ni gu onum na no locker twere ko sensuo anapa mienu enyimre mienu anapa mienu enyimre mienu and a tactical weekend bia for you draw us idea Friday the boss idea now who so cha you know ha what the be juma ama ni jana wie peye okọ ba ne nchen na nkomodie no obeche oba nchen ho a komo ne be da losing delayman capsules are the losing lock and endum na make for the ama wo na bia to draw bia dey across the assistant regions in Ghana say a pharmacy over the counter herbal shop Bodino now it's anchor 0242 133 577 0242 133 577 and a 0248 619 999 0248 619 999 and still in kind na yanemwa and
I want you panel to analyze the best code that will solve United wars after Ruben Amorim is sacked. Thank you. Neurotransmitter, enjoying your show live from our Pope, John SHS and a minor Semrick. Hope for you, dear. And a bomb dear fear by. Yeah, good evening. Hope Arsenal will meet Madrid again in the group stage. I'm fat. The INO messages in the Bible dead. But I'm in Kosro, I'm in Shemfenfio, now I'm in Fambra. We're also international, but Man United need a special deliverance. So I think they should call on our nation Prophet One to help them out. How can they embarrass themselves like that? I can't think far. Catalyst, need your refi pando, Ereba Babi Ramano, Ozialu Ama Akuli, Peace Sugar, watch you live from Sunyani Technical University Campus. Amorim has no tactics. He has to be sacked. The other I'm Kweku and I'm watching live from Puano. Xavi Simons is better than Femi Lopez. The other hello, Fakye TV. I'm Farouk Mamouche watching live from Nigeria. We no debate Femi is better than Xavi Simons. The other good afternoon, Abu and the crew. I wish Chelsea would draw with PSG Barcelona so that we can silence them again. Watch you live from Bosche off their Greek road. from Vada MZ the open on Saka. Why? Maybe I was cancel half one no cancer and Pama or near Bib. Maka manaba PhD in Barcelona, money or more quackable. I'm a boy too smell watching you live for Manso, but I see more updates from FC Barcelona and all the coolest no bomb day. That was why Virtual Sport is your boy, Rockstar from Doma West in Krankwanta. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. Nana Yao Kese from Modaso or say Hala Madrid. You know they run. Good evening, Virtual Sport. More update from Real Madrid from James. Wasampo no so Edramam Figo from Akimo da more update on Manchester United. And Figo update baby. Figo update baby. I don't know. Club or crowd. Let me say Arsenal the NAB Abanti justice to Arsenal there.
Arsenal. Bayern Munich Fie. Obekwa away to Inter Milan, no abo home to Atletico Madrid, away to Club Brugge, home to Olympiacos, away to Slavia Praha, home to Karat Almaty, and then away to Athletic Club Bilbao. See, that's for Arsenal. Paris Saint-Germain, I didn't care that. Juventus. Dortmund Fie, Real Madrid away, Benfica home, Villarreal away, Sporting CP home, Bordeaux Glimt away, Pafos home, and then Monaco away in Kuvara's Juventus there no.
Yeah, I will say.
Dortmund. Real Madrid there in the Kakra they can Alonso. Yes. Alonso. Atlanta, Chelsea home, Paris Saint-Germain away, Club Brugge home, Eintracht Frankfurt away, Slavia Praha home, Olympique Marseille away, Athletic Club Bilbao home, and then Union Saint-Gallen away. Leverkusen, Paris home, Manchester City away, Villarreal home, Benfica away, PSG Eindhoven home, Olympiacos away, Newcastle home, and then Copenhagen away for Bayern for Leverkusen.
Mate, medazia mze dodo na nya, menize the akabe content time so na bomode etimi ato aso. So the key match no Chelsea Barcelona. Real Madrid bebo Liverpool, bebo Manchester City. And Barcelona bebo PSG. So ni nyina match so Arsenal so bebo Bayern Munich. And Chelsea so bebo Bayern Munich. So it tells you that I feel nyare keto akra. But enhwe na eni nkomo kakra. Emeze ne Bibia fa krobia Kumasi Asante Koroko the National Supporters Election Chairmanship no etimi ekoso. Na mami anopa no tama na napenkra ewura mo Heroes Park na oko akwa esere niema isieti IMC no chair no na okokudu na ahwe sere no si ye ntutu ye ne nkomodidi a na ekoso na cheza mpa dwumadi no dwumadi a na jeze na efe aye krabehwe na ebibia de da ye perma owura mu no ye nkono nkoti kakra. Alright, me eto ma pe mebo modern na makona mako ama wa hwesere nema isiete. But no no ready no mo mame latest update on result still you go so train sempin for bebo modern na omo ebe declare na senete na erase nipa 9604 and e baba beto abano sisi ano e 3684 and aba beto abano ye wo 708 Benjamin Oben Seche representing 19%, and it was 2,976 for Solomon Ofusuwa, you know, representing 81%. So, o check here, and I don't know, a queen muana be babe count because yes, 6. I don't know, but Makasa Abane, they are be declared. Anyway,
7 minutes.
Yeah, no, my but
7 minutes.
There will be other maybe ever Connie and Chama Alexander Manu.
Okay.
Edding Commoni, I said the other side, and also you be have a center. Now, you know, so I can go Matisse as in commodity be Koswa. Benjamin or Ben Seche, so be Coco to be.
We say, if you have a council, Chairman Soluvo, they call 2,978. 2 Abeka 976 now, Zentiaco 978, and then still 708 for Chairman Oben Seche.
Well, Ben Seche or Chanzo.
Yeah, some of them before. Any part 3,000,
any part 3 times.
I can pay 5,900 something.
Almost over 2 last.
Nah, many more in the battle. There's any part 10,000 a better qualifies it to about.
Of course,
will be Kwaku. On our can.
That's already Oma came here to just 6 months. 6 months will be away.
Hey, now, I'm going to go with that. Okay, what for fear, no. About to be a was in the palace.
You know, yeah, no, I still like to some
now Oko secondary school, Oko University. But to about the you
know, yeah, me about online, see, I said Christian service mostly near to online. Who was strong that the say still laughing more. See, you don't be a 5,000 votes. Now, what we all castle. What is
but I am very worried. I am very, very worried. And to be very honest, let's be honest and truthful to ourselves. This is how any idea they be a house of you boast of millions of supporters. And then whoever wins and you bring say a chairman or Ben Sechan, say a chairman. That person is going to be Kotoko NCC. Almost support is the way we are seeing at time.
Yeah.
And if Kotoko boasts of 4 million, they be a better name. Say a debatable menjintum. The last time I was Luba, I was say afraid of matter 4 million. He said Konka can be 18 million. Now me ready. Let's even stick to the initial 4 million. Now no catching. If you boast of 4 million supporters, say Obona warm. Ni eba betwaba. Out of 4 million, yentiminya even 1% of 4 million. They say, or me eligible to vote. Agreed. Say no be any bit to my bit. Yet backroom ha Ghana ya etia. May follow by a sports stadium. Eddie aye example. Na me dia come as kweku. Baba ya fa nipa be 40,000. Fan say ye bomb match. Na baba ya bomb e o money koto house na e bo meet wenya. Match mu 2. 20,000 for Kotoko, 20,000 for how to look, and every year. In the Kotoko, 20,000 supporters on a good day. I will meet me nyom. Now, yeah, 2 aba. Ayi chairman or better say any panano. In Nipano, don't know qualify so much. Koku even half of 20,000. Because per the numbers there now, I'm catching and say eligible voters near 9,604. They are not even up to 10,000. Again, it is 50 minutes left to the closure of polls. 9,000 now we are eligible to vote. We've not clocked 50% of our 9,000. 9,000 divided by 2 4,500. 600 that's no 300. And that is 4,800 people. And yet you won't come as we speak. I feel that 3,691 actually. Into even 9,000 now they don't represent even 0.5% of Kotoko's acclaimed 4 million supporters. That's what I'm saying. Say you're to a leader we should have at least 50%. And now young 20%, 30% of the acclaimed Kotoko supporters. Kotoko the Nipa 9,604 and Ekotuaba. Leader ama acclaim 4 million people. The sad thing is that 9,000 as we speak, I kept 52 minutes here close to close. Yenya mu half. Yenya nipa 4,000 or matuaba. And Nabantima here can't support us about 4,000. Koku yentina 4,000 people.
Sometimes you know, sa electronic way no. I had to say time on na kwaku. Ye switch fee we about e-ticket no. Uzena enuntino bi hana ho kra so ba pa. So the electronic way no say ebia.
If I understand angle now.
It say timi na. Enka ebe we ni ade.
Koku say if I understand angle now free but na say no. Enti na yenya numbers na. And then na the broader consultation. Advice ben. Scope ben
call line no so na me link come about ma ozo hine be ben. Ono no an official no about the IT team together with chairman obeying at Dodoro to official line their complaint asked for the suspension of their electronic voting. So Mame Kwama no so na me link come on. I'm reason kamenya chairman.
Say
suspending electronic. Why about Bibia Boko there?
Ina me admo Abu Dhabi.
Na near my cousin.
Metan se editor de Onembodan back and no man that Nema enter the answer Fakye. Kama yuko tunakuta. Sasa ya kumapa anodolo ba enende.
Ba mentiasi o sisi ano voting na call ni ade na ahwe margin dem na me say se bibia no ebe nwa akra so meeting over 10 we ni ade na arende na ba is ya so mo the official complaint e kwa dey complain men
really any kwema mentia my for mo here and the you say on say you start a lesson no am say bon de wa and na be something na yen so happen na the say in the report na here no on say you say be online so obia hu the members of Bia when I see specialist and maybe more guide you on any other from here camp to more being camper yeah nominal analysis kaka ya tuna say any IT technicians no chance say ya monitor system from anopa AM anopa 6 AM to anyway after the year home no ade ba kwa ye hunu say nipa bi no anya kwanya awura system ni ma omo influence voters na Oma make sure Oma party that go every near banner. I think it's not fair. And to not say any but here who say you go all the critical now, they also say you are and say any who say Oma making sure say Oma influence voters now. We poor banner now a diversity someone to camp. Now which is idea enye influence na idea kuma family na yes support here man and so we na to men ka na have we are contact with market any the money that now can the market say na you it's not so na system no yemo dia mo dia ma yi edifie ni yehu anopa no ono the onye we any other but according to me yehu we camp na yes you monitor for a coordinating center one here your white technicians must for 5 or more monitor system no it is from Accra and it is from Kumasi and we combine woman or more system no almost some information with the might no I also for the election of this answer the PS new young and new young and sana the best happy about we are not the best happy about
about Etipedia or Cherry ere ran call for an beto about 9,000 and something no ye say enkombro so and enko mu half kra enti ye nyobi onu di kan rama na all to be guma nipa na mo na pre na say bi wa na kan enye clear ma me o ye say ya na abato no ye to online see ya na obi yeso obe bi aguma itimi kokwe say ebro numbers na figure na yeti chire mi mu kakre no mente ase
you open you put some number of voters omo na ebe to aban now only say you can hack network internet system no so this room account ni ma the person or get system no no be in the counted voters na you the voters be person or not to abana Ugama obetimi akudi system no the opposite was on prime come for example be say from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pidiana about one broadcast aircon results in aircon. They do 10 a.m. to now and then you can say they do 2,000 plus aircon in Kubi. It didn't tell. The internet or making sure of a 1,000 plus job about the term and Sakwana and Papiaban. And the Nippon and the teacher or monkey teachers or more 2 abuses and the old swap and I bet on a check already. What that also I bet that bet.
More evidence. More evidence or
you need evidence again, and I make that you want any the morning I'm a panan you because your IT specialist or man cook your mother and to the bigger down from last Monday. How money can your man? If you are talking them, if you are money, if you are contemplating the market.
Mate, na eba say no na call ka say say ni mo be kasa kra na o mpanyfo a election no mo hweso mo dem complaints akomo mo and ni mo ka say mo ze nkofo bi awram ni ade ma ye complain am mo say ade no mo say enye fair
officially no my kind say after na and before the official letter and I'm transfer I the mawom after a press conference and after the official press release letter so about on time and you can say yeah the two ama nsenkyerefo nyina ehu bi yenti a wose ekwa abonte na kan so onse protocol you medie na you the whole world I am saying nyina dia enduka so wo transfer na ni pa ba kwa discuss wo ho a ebi ana de abato no su so ekofo enye te ga ebi ana ni pa na ono so eti a oye sema oben partner na na so oye sema oben ti ma opeto sema oben yemi no ebe ni a obedi ya obi mu eti so wo pa abonte na okasa na oto nka se ampate na airport na se no bi ehu a nemom ye tu ho na mo wa yes, say, what the best one I can only to the phone call bedel. You bet national. Not about 1 or 2 years. The 2 years are already started immediately. The better than 10 matches number. I want you the young kind of face number.
Mate, may I say, why be there about more than any more being at the Varas? My show now be the Abani. Almost all more will be on one pretty results in any idea.
Education purposes. The election. We are aspirants. Our election. Na ye corner for say bibia nkoyi e wa abatu no mu a. Ye start aba ne tunu wi aye ntimi fa junction to so bi mu. So wo junction bi e to so before say ba abeto. Ye bopre ne to a ye beto awi. Ye kan ne declare wi na won ti ase anu aye den. Wako court. Wako seke for clarity in interpretation. Bibi ginai we have less than 1 hour to close pool. Chama be se chere nko for ntimi enkole of the election. They can only pull out say ya accept defeat and now say results na ban ya antias into court for interpretation. Until court rules and say the moto and yet yanko ne koto no fofra now say you are overturning we no. The omo kan ni anywhere ebe again. I think that the omo kan na if it is true. So we didn't came who and panel.
Meba Mamen Kona Yenipo or clinical Osman Mohammed, Menin Komo Kakana, Yeve, or Heroes Park or Grounds why I said in Emma. This year, Kanaka be the Albo call there.
Chairman, Namia Dobna's way.
Oh, there's some word dempa. Now, Heroes Park to say, send an MSC Koyauze, Yatua Bana, Kakan Kaka, and Chene Yakwe, the Apim, Nipa Babi Guodo, send our city account for Yaka Chairman.
Chairman, Mamma Chill be our share Fakye television, Mamma Manager, and Far and Heroes Park. I don't know to say, Yabalitia in the year boy prono. I'm a BBA team also come out and say a year protocol, national supported chairman Amano, and I say a year to I'm a BBA team also come here to Aba, na Tresse, you support of the Nanoma and so at me, I come or Honoma and Yasen Ketwa. It's only there 6 o'clock. AM ana ntiemu ewo Heroes Park na ebi na be mutanyama ama bibia etumi ayekama na ye piano se anopa 6 AM no ade se Gimatech for no ebebo omo giant screen no hono ma ebi na omo display pictures ana se abatwo no feed no ama no na cheso bia enso so ehwebia na enya senketwa na start anopa no na otumi se bibia de na kwa mu se team solo omo camp no ababi PM no monitor election na mum metotu manima hu team oben secretary enso so nko for no ewo honom na exactly there 9 AM ana address IMC chairman na penkra kwesi ewa yes wono ebabi PM ewo me patcho election grounds are in the obedonate nsuo ene drinks ahodo edema Gimatech for no so monje na monfa mo election na chese bibia entumi enye kama na after honom no ana ade se chairman solo aspirant at the national supporters leadership no in the Utimeba PM and that is all by the church Ubia or grounds on Mr. Jima of Gimatech. I only say Mr. Jima one any director of elections at the Emma a year elections a year to Abani and Kadian Ghana ha community Mensa and no one that should be Diamond BID. I'm going to do common and to me a day. Kama Emma Nichimu say, I guess a month for Pepe and Fanya Jumana Noma. Into me and come into the world, no, and I only do come to the car out of the coil of the supply moves you and more Janica Kramanoma and so it will come and free election grounds, which is the Heroes Park and a bar, the scoreboard side of the Babaya Sports Stadium, a honor Anna chairman solo mattress and a strong room, no, and so a while in a medium come and the actual now, chairman solo a strong room, honor now, a chairman K5 for no, and so one will be ubina obi to say Commander Griffiths ono and a director of elections at the team solo and the umina honoma me patron IT guys no wonom eye adwuma de kama honoma say mama pictures ni bi tinu betimi display videos no e dia two screens no so ama bibia and so etimi aye kama na ye wura mu no around day 2 no not just a lead no a 80-20 in favor of chairman Solo. Yes, not just a naked to acquire 80-20, but now above 5-20, I got 40 minutes. Now say you're closing elections no. Now me patro the woman chairman obeying such one and number 1 about one so me patro 716 votes are representing 19.3% as far as the total vote are concerned. And after so chairman Solo 294 votes and now represent 87 as far as the 80.7 as far as the total vote are concerned. Now eligible voters no 9,604. This year I know because they pass 3,715 and I say up to about into Chairman Solo will lead massively and the PM Chairman Solo, the patron a strong group honoma, Aquaque and Edie and Onom, and Qua and Address, Ecoso, El Honoma, and Yasen Ketuana, Mamisha Semitini, Menyam Penin Fulibina, Moniomatrichin Komaka as far as the election grounds and so air concern and Timamura. A room strong room na mention say bia menya chairman Solo na nkasa na money na editing koma yes almost na ni age enya de say all grounds na ni age enya de say all grounds ntino senior basically the ekoso ewo chairman Solo me patron strong room and I say in the headquarters and address mo twa ho fonyini e de atro no yes fortunately amopeni manya K5 ewa say chairman K5 and yeah, Baba Chim Common, but Tintina, if you over man, you over man, what you said is like 1, 2, 3 minutes of the DSI come on.
TV, it is a name of Kama there.
Hello.
Yeah, Chawa Keva about Otemega.
Anio.
Yeah, more about Fakye TV. It is a Bibia Kama there.
Naku Padaruma. Bibia,
Chamana, Yeramu Kakre, right from the start, Aka Bayese, 30 something minutes in our query up him, and Naman Casa from about 2 hours, at the Baby Simre, we know, send on Yaman Casa City.
I mean, study Usikano, start a paper, a cabaret 30 something minutes, not chance. Tama and for shares is to 6 now. Now, say, social board, no sure. Not chance. 81% against 19. The board is here. Any baby machines in war. Any Jimatek on a Juma Moya dear. Ibia cost. Then see it here, yes. Then Yamida and never put this here. Not in so much declared what. And two besides that.
But I was a baby near my Kika Queen, said near my city in outcome nearby there. At our camp, no, a Jumana Maya, no, yet a baby care about we say be and we beat me over 10 sad way. Meaning, Yan and Tiaze, Nipa Monen a press conference. That's a mother Monsake can't near my Kakra or Jew any 2 million. Meaning, the matter is uncommonibia.
I mean, yeah, Tiba said, Yenny Bibiaka. Oh, sir, about one. A near pity yarn, you better Heroes Park, I say it. You invite you on call for Jimatek for invite you and see call for Emma Jimatek, agent and Finfin, Mensia, Eka home, and almost share near Menina, and then that's here to Abano. Eti no cry back will be to Abba. Let's say Biaki, I say, 48, Nanko 52. No cry, no cabia, no panube, no more no. Now, Cassa, BB, and Koy. Never would travel Manubonum, Nanny Paprono 81. Now, 19. After Nabacasa, and then Ukrainian, and my dear, no, so I know. And you time for 4 near, dear, no. A year near 4, a year number 4, a nipa back, and yes, I did. Udu nipa aba, me so bi nipa aba. Ani ya ya. Ti aye na ka be 1 hour, enu 1 hour mpo. Nu akotena ba bi na o ka se unyini na ade kokko. Mini anu misramo. Otoko supporters. Obi anka na kuma ye twen amana bonu nsia. So omo e di adwuma ne hye omo nsa no e declare wi a ye di eni asem bia. Bi omo pe bia omo timde. Wei ene da omo suba di. Wei ene mo bia hu se di omo timde. Ye nti aba ne to ye na ye yi 2003 mu kra still ye sell solo lead wo. Enye minia. Enye di omo ye ba obi anti wo.
Made chaba one thing ama ye nsencho for ye ma share kakra 10 out no. Ye dimza koroko supporters pa baromo a no mo ye eligible so meto aba ne 9604. Asa de damanim no record so no 3722. E be za nkwandu half mpo de na omo qualifies o me ba beto no. Minim eno no what lead team that still other so ma wo ye adwuma de mo ne ade a enkan
na menka no crater Adam it is nipa 9604 and eligible. Me amika say even at all see 4002 na yenyame. Oh, na dey yesu ban city no say dey we dey ba fofo me. Just take time kakra. No cry ba akopɛ. Just take time. Et nipa kra yenya almost 4000 no. Nimpo kra nwanwa. Mo ya ade. Mo mbeto aba no. O ya ade. So also dear bia so ahwe system na e di bibi ba foforo a na ne ye na edin so enu nti na mani ba sa etu ye die ya emenya sure this time enya dia benya di fa 5000 first so monto etu hobia also bia unsa ade ye first in the second sector asante Nipa bebro sorry no ko na dwuma obi ko a afi na akọ preference on to aba nipa dodo na afra we be feed na ye to aba on the need ya onima ani say we register for this center so manual say that ya de to no obi anim se nipa we na be to ka bo ntanu so be different be ko ya da bia ko na ko bo ha uwi abo ha uwi afa ha na ko fa ta di
Matthias ya pa
nipa mo to ye da dos
Mate Jamai, my final question after me Jama call. Me nim ne campaign no more yen say be all results na ba na obi be ka say we from Monko ado end there. But check here 3008 for Chairman Solo and 719 for Benjamin Obinseche. Chairman for be robu kakra campaign no more yen say anko because every say 81% as against 90% the technical knockout are no dem pa.
Bini ala menka no kwencho Ghana for nipa bi afa honfno. Obi se cho be na adwuma ne ya me yahu e di fitie. O tra so 10 good years. Oh no kwa no person be kan. So wo so nim ngoma na nim se kotoko constitution, second constitution ne say o so tra so 4 years. Na even at all tra so 4 years, esa tra so 4 years. Then tra so not 2 years. What the constitution is so oh, and no crab will be able to unpack on your crefo. So, and now be a man so on can your ye pa. Look how can you now, boy? And a nipan so who say in some hour can boy. What be ye be da? Do obey ye or move and to obey obey ye be da na basso obey ye man. On be person the man. And don't tell them what she said. I make a trouble.
Matthias Chairman, ma yamamo congratulations in advance because the Kika Kono she knew a best son. My idea more powerful. Baby be a chame everybody about be diko, but why me that's it?
Me that's it.
Okay. The chafa ma clinic ama na na yemi ni adia. Miniana clinic atwega.
Fantastic dia be meto nkapa.
Ebe say na rap ya my name is I don't know ba bi adu no.
Strong room was side.
Yeah. And also,
basically, we any idea costo, Baba Yara Heroes Park, I'm a town for me, and you are sure Ruby PM, team solo camp for ya, all joy after the Genia and after the cost of the danger and nothing.
Now, what more Chairman Solo in a strong room? No, I Chairman Bezach, there's way.
Obey Petradian and technically you need the deal. You need the deal obey Petradian because who be sa or what say I'll be doing one. And it's not mean to call it. Yeah, I mean to call it Petron.
Mate, ore koswana monitor. Bia, ye besan ba okra san ya pije mu. Why?
The material matter.
Adi ye new clinical near call nene cocodine common adia. Na.
Kwakunim say Ghana about for abakosemu. Yeah, 2 abana camper or your press conference we on every. No, am I too? I'm giving you as a whole of a never be simple. I don't like you that count say the
Kokuanza I'm a person that didn't be a man for any issues, no. The man for believers, I say, I'm too full of myself. I say, I'm one of the things I know. That is how I'm for it's me. I know, we all know, because I'm a fine as him. My teaching send me everyone of being such a they knew say well when 80% one day. So since I'm a power, Ubidia could not 80, so I need any conca crank. These things a loose stock. Ubuzamia, so I just say. Yeah.
No, if you've been able to identify that would be a RAS system no more. You also had an access to enter the system, didn't will be a room. Why didn't you also inflate it? But there are numbers in the
a total disrespect to whoever yeah, you
are disrespecting our more competence in your intelligence.
There is nothing like fairness we are saying, which of course many of you are doing. But sometimes you need to respect people.
But you're not cousin.
The thing is, you see, as you matter guys, I know them very well. Yeah. And there is no way so we beat my wrong system. There's no way so we beat my fine. Elections are you hold you online. Sometimes things becomes clumsy. We beat my room. I had a whole lot of things, but the reports and a lot of things are dramatic for the work even between Chairman Solo and then Obin Session. Both of these things no clearly said no way so we beat my way.
Oh, okay.
Because they have resourceful personnel, networkers, cyber security personnel, and the other one hackers around. So even when you hack them with your clone back, as a backup server.
My call me the RCC chair. In common now, the MSA limit. All on a campaign manager, Chairman Solo. Chairman Alexander, Bibi Aboko there. I was there when it there, may know, I wouldn't declare about that. My transient said I need to go 81% and 90%. They're quite a papa di. I'm a Chairman K5 Casaviana Mabao. My money, congratulations in advance in the idea. Yeah, a Jumano Sena Musirisha say, yeah, now. Any amagabo na kwakwa ese technical local from kra.
I mean, I mentioned what here for. I never have for him. In fact, I've got our car say the publishers of September 12. Every for 50 crew. One more publishers of you. I was in the Assembly of Council Chairman. And I'm the other two name Abano. Now we need to put some now to trouble. It's now the queue more FFO via this is also Obama. And now, Yamasolo Abano Lufuno 2019. And she apparel and just campaign immediately after that election. And some phone. And then I'm a dead with the head and the edgy. And a campaign here every region. They were coordinated every region in Ghana, or coordinated all the 16 regions, or coordinated for. As I say, yeah, as I say, to talk, now you're in for my top, and I'm not yeah, yeah, bring you to Papa. And so, as you want to make try, okay, the campaign message now. Oh, yeah, because when you come to the little bit, the hottest thing you need to, you can't be who they are, they don't do. You can't look at it, that's what I'm saying. You can't talk about much more for so. I had 3,003 votes. I don't know what Obama other opponent, Obama was a candidate and say 790. So look at the gap. Yeah, before I met now you're talking at home. Say very enough for them. See, I don't need that. Will be that. I imagine. I mean, solo, I imagine
Mother Jam more about Somaya de but is a nipa money pregnancy or the cocoa to know who's as a more than Monsaki can be woman no come in no and the result in the war from our modi and a coso. What in Comobiza?
The social media, papa. Yeah, see, but they can't watch them because they're the organizers of the election. And you know, they should be here. They see a rain and I'm declaring. I'm declaring we are. But to share. And they say that GME, or they say yes, they are black and they are raining. And they will be the country, you know, what you speak, and can be there from Canada.
Made, me name the other cultural supporters because we are abandoning campaign moye na Thomas Mo mabeto amamu massively. And me name the other cultural supporters.
The American supporters. And they, my elected Samasolo, even though unconfirmed, but Samasolo na short time no. The more be about successful in my department. The new year, the mass of Kosoko. The big galaxy. Now the air cancer after 1 year. This is the Bubble FA Cup, Bubble Premier League, a Bubble Confederation Cup. We have a lot to do this season. From here, I can't move it and move the effect do. The next year, the media forum, the Bukotoje, and the Bukosham of Papa. The Maya alone, you must have the Kasham. Because they never put down, Maya Koja. The other candidates in Madame Papa, Master saying this is for sure. Be German. I go point some. My best rubber or areas to rubber will be the answer. They say that I need answer collaborations. Now, all here, the percentage at 1, 19 there. Now, come 24 minutes here. We just want to say, I'm not considering the government. We do for the company to a trim. And I must say, the Nigel, make us a manager who they mean. The Nigel start DIABY. They are very papa. They are not for the matter. They are for the election. When they are the matter. I say, government was so such. And that's papa. We are not saying,
Mother Jama, my angel, Anijaba, Minim channel, Papa, Messana wedding come on. Why, Yam Watcher? Okay, Martin, measure party, I know ye, Chama Alexander Manu, ARCC chair, near the Nequa. And then Chama, don't know, I shall see a gin and you, my show. Or Chama a gin and you, or Mom there. Now, so much showing your video. Or boss who say I was war, by Chama, Solon Croft, or by a massive win. We now me, but who me. Chairman K5 anyway, Kasai. Uti or Monsem normal can I see there or Monu who near my back whom you will be on the tongue of 40 mark a tongue for 4. Yakopu Spain. Ya Thomas Swaba said the man who had online winner the last week. Yeah, but away. I didn't know what I could do. Maybe the last we are a man, yes, see media awards no one who cried. The last one I got nomination. Ghana Media Awards. Nansenya kwa last 2 years ya Ghana Media Awards. Mele akukuda midre Asat na yebe close po na nyumri was the name 12 AM. Asat 11:50. Na leading. Na my leading over 1,000 votes. My idea me dam bed so me relax me also about 12 na fa. Ma faka if you could drink cry. Abuku hotel da ho. Say me chairman go ya start we know after 12 we close we nankaja ma faka dey akọ 11:59 met brain we say the city yes so be a cost system so hakia et say we are in total vote so be a hakina or we are the only idea obetimi anya baka say election no obi di nsa kanti results never enter anyway ni say total vote dey happen nke aburusa na mo abaye juma bia wan sana asore man so say yemre na so ne ade a did aka dem say congratulations to chairman sai me result na ebe host your mo ana yes ma ba no ma be din komo yes shawano no kasai yapa and sema what you say today will be used against you tomorrow that it will come at you what I say. So one thing that I've named in this my job is that I'm always measured in means I'm American. When it's about people, if you are missing for come as it. Now you be asking now kind when they probably be to use the so I say. But we are no talker. Have you ever said we no man no ma say ye di ayi aba. So Benjamin obeying search and
letterhead, date Thursday, 28th August 2025 for immediate release. Chairman Obeng Seche calls for immediate suspension of National Supporters Chairmanship election. Chairman Benjamin Obeng Seche, a candidate in the ongoing election, is calling for an immediate halt to the Asante Kotoko National Supporters electronic voting activities effective 3 p.m. today, August 28, 2025. This urgent call follows growing concern over technical malfunction, descriptions in voter access and potential breaches in the electronic voting system, which threaten the integrity of the electoral process. I cannot allow this election to proceed under questionable circumstances. I am calling on the Electoral Commission to suspend all electronic voting activities after 3 p.m. today, pending a full investigation into the system's reliability. I stress on the importance of a free, fair, and transparent electoral process, urging the authorities to take swift action in the interest of candidates on the voting public. I further call on other candidates and stakeholders to unite in demanding accountability and transparency before the voting process continues. Signed, Chairman Obeng Seche, a dead on arrival release. A dead on arrival. Makachre will say, about 1 minute. Yes, started about and suspended. So who will be an bit my idea? It was supposed to be done before say Yatuaba. Yatuaba from the past 6 to 3 p.m. And also the release about one and as parents ain't even funny pay. To say Yatuga about MPP, NDC, one. Now at the point in time, CPP appears on what they call ECC on suspended Abana. Don't mean yes, we need court orders to halt we.
The Champions League, team you.
My team,
this year, team, no, her teams have about her remark. We are going to go back.
Ironic. I also was sending message. Could you send the Champions League on Manchester United support? Manchester, Kotoko, Crimson Town, Nasri, Enugu Rangers, TV, Mazimbi, Kazechi. Abia wo send it. Why don't you that the partner do everything?
Also, Abu watch Champions League our coach so they have the latest Champions League draw.
There's a new
Manchester United. Somebody about say draw the team. So generally they here our teams from number and say we have proper Champions League draw.
I'm free so about home. No about Crimson Town away. No about Aldase away.
And the Cristiano Ronaldo session.
No about Enugu Rangers away.
And when you
TP Bazimba away. Kaiser Chiefs away. Abia Warriors home. And I knew it. I said we had 8 matches in 5. Professor Mori.
Why do you know we are talking to Bala? Oh, we are talking to Among. You know, I was crying. The woman say. All Real Madrid now who come now quite Mbappe conje fans. United here by Africa about Champions League. Yeah. On the Nigeria for the Ghana for. No we UEFA Champions League. Omu yellow flights over the ball. There head time akukura you. Well you answer ko Saudi. Yeah,
omu nya pitch bi ambosobo.
Now remember what you? Your mother ayi baba I dey Man United. And today imagine say ujina manu with Samba na Isaac mo ne bran bowu. You know what? Yeah, draw la pela bao. A very nice one. Dear, you're the one baby I call your watcher. You're about to fight down a pa. Kokuvas ne the main man. Yeah, only the main man. You taking bebana, wabana, wababi, we na buana ne ma daddy. Now we are in a trance. Na ya baba be din komo. Na bibi biya kwitu. We are in we. Ya watcher. You're essential. You're a munina. Yamin show bibiara.